that's also the way how Raj feels in Europe a little bit, because
Yeah.
here he's minority, I was minority there.
Yeah.
It was my longest flight journey ever.
Hey guys, so we just came back from India. We went to India for almost a month, close to a month, and we are finally back in Poland. So this video I just wanted to ask, how did she feel first time going to India, and tell us all your experiences, the temples, the safety for women. How did you feel? How secure or how did you feel in India, and overall experience? Yeah.
Yeah, first of all, the journey was quite difficult, like in the flights, as it was my longest flight journey ever. Also considering, maybe even in general, my longest journey ever.
Ever.
Yes, as it would have been a bit shorter, but if you watch our previous videos, you can also see our struggles, how we're struggling to come to India because of flight cancellation and some other problems. Yeah, when it comes to India itself, I actually felt quite safe being there. The only thing is that, of course, since I look different, I would notice a lot of people staring at me, which is, I mean, normal. Yeah, but that's also the way how Raj feels in Europe a little bit, because
Yeah.
here he's minority, I was minority there.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, for me, whenever I go, especially today, I'm in her city, which is like a lot of foreigners and very few, almost no Indians basically. So, yeah, people look at me a lot more times than usually. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but when it comes to this India trip compared to my last trip when I went to Kenya, I would say, so I was a little bit prepared to, yeah, like to see different lifestyle, very different culture compared to European one. So I was not that shocked to see a lot of traffic, tuk-tuks, and yeah, a lot of more people being on the streets, or also street vendors. That it was also interesting for me to see that you have so many street vendors also selling tea for 10 rupees. It was actually really cool for me that yeah, like to see how lively India is during the daytime, also in the nighttime as well. There's also more people than expected to see just roaming around. Yeah.
How about the temples?
The temples, I did enjoy them. Yeah, actually, I did really enjoy. I still wouldn't mind to go again, even though that, yeah, I know that maybe you would not share the same opinion.
Yeah. I mean, in
'Cause-
some temples they did not let her in, so that was really hard. We just traveled so
True.
long and far
This
away for that.
true.
Yeah, that's other than that, it's fine. I mean, I really wanted to show the architecture of the temples and stuff to her, the way it is all built. Some of the stuff even scientific, capturing the sun rays in the morning and the sunset,
True.
and the frequencies that you hit the pillar, you can get the sound of the pillar, and
Actually, yeah, coming back to those temples, the things that I did not mention in my previous temple video that maybe you have seen, so in Tirunelveli, I got admitted to the central part. I could see everything in Tirunelveli in that temple. Unfortunately, in Madurai, I was not able to go to the central part where Hindus can go, or Indians in general. But at least, yeah, I got blessed by the priest in the first temple, and I also got blessed by an elephant.
Yeah. How was the elephant? In both the temples, we managed to see the elephants.
They were very cute. And first of all, it was really nice to see that animals in temples are very well maintained. Like you can see that they're very clean and they're fed very well. And it was also a very nice sight for me to see how much importance these animals have for the priests and for people visiting those places. And in general, that also cows have so much respect in India. Like when you'll be driving by car and I would see the cows hobby all the time saying, "Oh, there is a cow," and of course for them it's something a bit funny, as they see it most of their lives, or even Raj saw most of his life. And for me, it's something new. We don't have cows walking around like in Europe. You cannot really see any animals.
Yeah, so she used to be like every time she sees a cow or a goat in the road, she'll be like, "Oh, there's a random cow standing." Yeah, in Europe
Yeah.
it's mostly in the farms, so you
Yeah,
cannot see them in
exactly.
the road. But yeah,
Yeah, they're in closed spaces in Europe. Like nobody lets animals out like this.
yeah,
Yeah.
and the beach.
Oh yeah, the beach experience. Yeah. I was asking Raj before coming to India, but no, this is something I kind of knew. But because it's south of India, and since I know like in Kerala or Goa, there's more foreigners, so you can just simply swim in the swimsuit or go to the beach in a swimsuit. But Raj told me, no, in Tamil Nadu, it's not exactly like this. Yeah, local people still like nobody really would undress. Everyone just swims in the clothes or gets wet in the clothes, which for me it was weird because I'm used that everywhere in Europe or in the West, it's like you have to change your clothes. In Europe, if you went to the seaside, if you decide to just enter the water in full clothes, people would look weirdly at you. But yeah, like in India, it's like the other way around. It's just a cultural difference that I'm mentioning, and that's
Yeah,
it.
but still you understood the thing, and
Yeah,
you
yeah.
came to the beach. You understood how people were, and then
Yeah,
everything was
exactly.
fine.
I got adjusted to the
Yeah,
situation totally.
yeah,
Yeah, just that for me, wearing some clothes like the swimsuit is just a bit more practical because it feels nicer on the skin if you come inside the water. Nothing is bothering you in the water or once you come out because the swimsuit dries very quickly. It's like, yeah, like I mentioned. Yeah, especially like if you come to the beach side with long pants and then you have to, pull it
yeah,
up. Like, yeah, like especially if you have leggings on, as women in India wear, it's like you have to pull them a lot, and it's also not that easy to do it with leggings. Or you only have this limited space until the knees that you can do it. And the rest of, yeah, the body will get wet anyways, and you will also have sand everywhere on your pants as well. Yeah.
yeah. And the temples are done, beaches is done, and what else did we do? Hmm. I mean, the southern tip of India, we went still a beach, but we went and saw Kanyakumari. We bought some seashells.
Yeah, yeah. We were really surprised that the seashells, I mean, I was
Yeah,
surprised the
you.
seashells were like really big because they come from the ocean. So there will be like very various types,
Yeah, generally they usually we have
sizes.
seen in movies only the small ones.
Yeah,
For
yeah,
the
or
first
even
time,
in the Baltic Sea, because Poland has only Baltic Sea, and in general in those seas you will not see this variety as
yeah,
such.
and also these big ones, right? You are more amazed by how big they were. They're almost size of your entire head, I guess. Some of them are really small, some of them are really big. So yeah,
Yeah,
of course.
exactly.
And finally, we visited a lot of my family in Madurai, Tirunelveli, and in Chennai. So tell me, how was it visiting so many of my family members in India? How did you feel?
Yeah, it was well surprising because yeah, like Indian families are really big that you keep visiting like, from one to go, you go to another and then another and then another. It's like a
Yeah.
never-ending journey. Like the number of family members we visited this time was still like not that big. I mean, it was like still, yeah, not like too much. I was not feeling overwhelmed. Like everyone accepted me. Everyone was happy that I also came with Raj.
Yeah, and the best part, like they were telling me, was you were so nice to everyone. You were talking with everyone as if you know them, you know. I think personally, I said that was the most impressive part actually. Like you were just talking to everybody. If I just go to my go to bath or something. Generally, I translated to some of my family members who don't speak English. So sometimes when I go to bathroom or just for bathing or something, she will be talking to my grandparents, and then they'll understand something little bit here and there. And then you guys both will be having a talk for half an hour. I'm like, what are they talking about? Like, I don't understand. Somehow you guys understood each other. So yeah, that was very cool. And of course, how did you like all the Indian foods you had? Tell me about the foods.
I was very happy to have Indian food, as I was. This was one of the reasons I was waiting for this trip,
Yeah,
like to try different
yeah.
Indian foods. However, uh, like uh, like since I am still like a bit more used to European food, after a couple of days I was craving European food a little bit. I mean, this is just something because this is the kind of food I grew up with, right? So I kind of at times I felt like I wanted to have also some pizza or
Mm,
pasta or some bread. But this is kind of the same thing that I believe Indians would crave after coming to Europe.
yeah.
Like some of them, like especially if they come to a place where they have very good Italian food, some of them will be also like you are this kind of person, no? Like you love Italian food as
Mm-hmm.
well, and you're like happy to have it, but you also miss Indian food. That's why you try to make like sambar, dosas.
Yeah,
You try to make them also for yourself.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, and do you have any preference, like the homemade Indian food was better or the restaurant Indian food
It
was better?
depends. I would say it depends. Like some restaurants, we were not that lucky to get
Good food.
like very good food. It was still like okay, but yeah, sometimes we're not fully lucky. But I would say mostly the food that was at your family places were really good. Like I would not see really like a difference with the
Yeah.
restaurant.
I mean, some of the foods that she had was like appam. She had a lot of chapatis with different types of gravies and multiple type of dosa, masala dosa, paneer dosa, podi dosa, all those things she had. And she had biryani. She had talpakati biryani, the original one. So she said that is the best biryani she has tasted so
Yeah,
yet.
yeah, seriously.
Mm-hmm. And what else did you have? And proper South Indian lunch, she had the thali one, and the dinner she had parota, chili parota. She had like chicken tikka masala, all those things.
Actually, we had mostly paneer butter masala
Yeah,
because this is something that is,
so many times like
yeah.
everyone like orders mostly paneer butter masala in our family, and she also likes it so much. We just
Mm-hmm.
always had that, almost every other day or something, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's it, guys. So is there anything else you want to say?
No, I think these are the
Yeah.
major things from the trip.
So this is the reflection of the trip from India. We can't wait to go back next year. But do you want to go back to India again?
Yeah, of
So
course.
yeah, that's
Mm-hmm.
awesome. Yeah. So yeah, so we both loved our trip, and I'm so happy that the first trip went really well, and then I brought her back home safely. So
Mm-hmm.
that's a huge relief for me as well. So yeah. So we are looking forward to explore other parts of India maybe next time,
Mm-hmm.
other states.
True.
This time, first time is like mostly like family introductions and
Mm-hmm.
neighboring places, landmarks and stuff. Next time we should leave the state of Tamil Nadu, maybe go to
Mm-hmm.
other states as well.
Yeah, so thanks for watching. If you like this video, remember to give a like or subscribe. And see you next time.
See
Bye.
you.